Hey, before we dive in, a quick heads up. This series is called Validating the BPD Life, and that's exactly what it's here to do. Validate the experience of living with borderline personality disorder, hopefully making you feel a little less alone. That said, if you don't have BPD, there's still value here, especially if you've loved or currently love someone who does. But fair warning, we'll be talking about some heavy stuff. Self-harm, self-destructive behavior, hospitalizations, and a lot of emotional pain. You might feel grief, guilt, anger, rage, shame, or confusion while watching. And if you do, that makes sense. Don't judge yourself for feeling anything. Don't shame yourself for being triggered. Emotions show up for a reason, even if you don't know that reason right away. If it helps, try saying, "It makes sense I'd feel this way after everything I've been through." And if you've ever been hospitalized or felt like you were losing your mind, I wrote a book about my own experience at a psych ward, and you can grab it at the link right here. Or here. To be honest, I'm not sure where I'm going to put it, so I'm just going to say grab it. It supports the work I do and might help you feel a little less lonely on this journey. All right, without further delay and nothing more to say, buckle up, Buttercup. It is time to walk the middle path towards common humanity and a wise mind. I didn't want to hurt my partner, and I did. I've had arguments that looked like I was trying to destroy someone. But the truth is, I was trying to avoid being destroyed. And both of those things were true. I wanted to be seen and understood, and the way I tried to get there made that impossible. I used to think that if I could just explain harder, speak louder, bring up every past wound sharper, they'd finally get it. But what I was actually doing was trying to survive being misunderstood. Because for me, growing up steeped in shame, fear, and moralism, being misunderstood was dangerous. It wasn't a moment to navigate. It was a threat to my existence. So my nervous system flipped the switch. Fight. Loud, scary, desperate. Not because I wanted to dominate, because I thought if I didn't, I'd disappear. And still, that didn't justify the way I acted. That's the dialectic. My actions were harmful, and they came from real pain. I caused fear in someone I loved, and I was terrified the whole time. I was loud, chaotic, overwhelming, and I was never taught another way to ask someone to see me. In those moments, I wasn't in wise mind. I wasn't even close. I was in the firestorm. Everything felt urgent, everything felt dangerous, everything felt like the end. And when the fight ended, the shame came in like a tidal wave. I'm a monster. They should just leave me. I'm too much. I ruin everything. And sometimes I'd confirm those thoughts by self-harming because the emotional pain felt unbearable and I didn't know how to hold it. And here's another dialectic. I deeply regret how I've acted in dysregulated arguments. And I also deserve compassion as someone learning how to survive overwhelming emotional pain. Thankfully, DBT taught me that it's not about never getting dysregulated. It's about building a life where I don't stay there. The stop skill became my lifeline, which stands for stop, take a step back, observe, and proceed mindfully. It sounds simple, but when your whole body is screaming, "If they leave, I will die," stopping is an act of radical courage. Opposite action felt like betrayal at first. My body said, yell. My healing said, walk away. My trauma said, make them stay. My growth said, make space. And checking the facts, God, that one hurt. Because the facts were often, they took space, they didn't abandon me. They didn't say I was unlovable. I felt unlovable. They didn't betray me. They were overwhelmed too. And even when the facts did show harm or distance or unfairness, I chose to remember, their behavior doesn't make me monstrous. My pain doesn't make me abusive. And my capacity for love doesn't mean I never cause harm. That's another dialectic. I can hold myself accountable and forgive myself. I can cause pain and still be worthy of love. If you've ever had a fight where you lost yourself, where the fear hijacked your body, where your partner looked at you like they didn't recognize you, where afterward you couldn't recognize yourself, you're not alone, you're not broken, you're not the villain of your story. You're someone with a deep wound trying to speak, and you're learning how to speak it differently. It will take time. It will take tears. It will take apologies that aren't just, I'm sorry. It'll take, here's how I'm changing. And it will take a nervous system that slowly learns, I can pause, I can choose. I can survive misunderstanding without self-destruction. And you can, because you are already doing the hardest part. You're staying. Not simply alive, open, not only present, willing. Willing to grow, willing to love, willing to try again, skillfully. That's not weakness, that's power. And that is the kind of power we earn when we choose healing. Don't allow shame to force you into choices outside of your values. Choose healing. You're here, you're willing. Keep trying. You got this.